What's good guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now at least where I live, that good weather is back, and you know what that means as a sneakerhead. It's time to take out those crispy white shoes that you've been saving up for when the weather gets better. And in case you're looking for a new pair, in this video I'm going to be giving you the top 10 best white sneakers. Whether you're looking for something for every day, a statement piece, or a versatile pair that goes with anything, this list got you covered. Starting off with probably my favorite shoe from this list, this is the Adidas BW Army. Adidas just re-released this shoe in 3 different colorways, and by the way, if you're looking for a detailed review on this shoe, make sure you check out my video on that. I will leave a link up here. But these shoes were originally made for the German army back in the 70s, but they got so popular in the mainstream as well due to its versatility and clean look. I love these because of the lack of branding on the shoe. It is very minimalistic. Now of course, to a lot of people, this shoe is pretty much a cheaper version of this. This is the Margiela Gats. You can buy 4 of these for one of these, but as you can see, it is a very similar look. The understated design of the shoe makes it super easy to style, and it works with anything. You can wear these with a suit or with shorts. And this is the new Luxe version, which retails for $120, but they are sold out now, so you're gonna have to look on the secondary market. And for sizing on these, I would say these shoes do fit a bit long, so you want to be going down half a size from your true size to give you a bit of reference when compared to some other shoes like the Nike Air Force Ones. I also go a half size down in those, and compared with some other Adidas shoes, I go a half size down in the Special and the Gazelle, but in the Sambas, which I do fit quite narrow in, I go a half size up in that one. Another classic from Adidas is the Adidas Superstar. In the last few years, we've seen the Adidas Samba become arguably the most popular shoe from the brand, but I am starting to see the Superstar gain a lot more traction right now. It's a slightly chunkier model for those who do not like the very slim design of the Samba and the Specials, and I recently picked up this Bape collab, which is definitely going to be one of my go-to shoes this summer. Another one of my favorite white pairs of Superstars came out last year, which was that Wales Bonner pair in the crocodile leather. That's the cool thing about these. You can get just the regular white and black version, but if you want something a bit more statement, there's plenty of collabs you can go with as well that look really nice. But if you want the standard pair, it does retail for $100. And when it comes to sizing on these, just like a lot of Adidas models, I go down half a size from my true size, and I think you can do that even if you have wide feet. They are very roomy in the toe box, so I would definitely suggest half a size down is the best size for most people. Now if comfort is what you're looking for, then look no further than the Nike Zoom Vomero 5. This shoe is heavy in my rotation. I wear them almost every day, especially when I go to the gym. I've been talking about this shoe for many years, but it wasn't until the last 2 years that this shoe has gotten very popular again, as people are starting to look for more early 2000s style running shoes. The colorway I have here is the Supersonic pair, which is of course one of my favorites. Not only do these shoes look great, they are some of the most comfortable shoes on the market, and they are wide foot friendly. They do retail for $160, but you can get a lot of them on sale. And for sizing on these, I go in my true size in the Nike Zoom Vomero 5, and for me they fit absolutely perfectly, and I would describe my feet as being slightly on the wider side, but you have no issues at all going with your true size in these, even if you have wide feet. Now I have to mention one option from Jordan Brand, and in my opinion this is still one of the best white shoes that Jordan Brand has released in the last 2 years. It is the Jordan 1 Low Neutral Gray, and they're so underrated that they are still going for under retail on StockX right now. And that just makes no sense to me because this is a timeless shoe. It looks great with anything, and I think it just elevates any outfit. And this particular version comes in that classic 1985 cut, which I think makes it stand out quite a bit from other Jordan 1 Lows. I think this is just such a nice pair. You cannot go wrong picking these up. For sizing on these, I went with my true size, and for me they fit perfect. Sizing is not very consistent, I would say, on the Jordan 1 Low OGs, because in some other pairs, like for example some of the Travis Scott lows, I think you can actually go down half a size in those, but not this particular colorway. This, I think, go with your true size, go with your normal Jordan size. We're almost halfway through this list, and I still haven't mentioned maybe the hottest brand in sneakers right now, and that is Asics. This is the AS6 Gel 1130. I know I've said this in many videos, but when it comes to value for money, there simply isn't a better shoe that you can get for this price. They look great, they come in a lot of different white colorways, and they are super comfortable. I think one of the most comfortable models models from Asics, and the best of all is that they retail for just $100, which is just a steal to get that kind of comfort for this price. And for sizing on these, just go with your true size, and they fit perfect to me. In some other Asics models like the Cayanos, like the Gel NYC and the Gel Nimbus, those shoes are slightly narrow for me, so I do go half a size up in them, but the Gel 1130s are a wide foot friendly shoe. I do think you can go in your true size in these. Now I couldn't possibly do this list without mentioning this next Asics shoe, which is the Gel Cayano 14. If you don't own any pairs of Asics, this is likely going to be your first pair. It was the shoe that I would say really made Asics popular in the last few years thanks to that Jound collab. Now there are so many similar looking white colorways of this shoe that you can't go wrong with them, such as the plum metallic cream black one that you see here. You can go with the oyster steeple gray, the white midnight, the white smoke gray. I mean, I could literally list at least 20 other colorways that you could go with. In terms of looks, out of all the classic mainstream Asics pairs, this one is arguably the best looking and features a lot more gel cushioning than the 1130s, which is why the price is higher at $160. And for sizing, I already mentioned this, but for me this shoe does fit slightly on the narrower side, but my feet are a bit wider, so I do go a half size up from my true size in these. But I think if you have narrow feet, then easily you can fit in your true size in these. So I would suggest trying them on in the store to see what size fits you best. Next, let's give some love to New Balance. One model I want to discuss is the New Balance 1000. This is a fairly new model from the brand. It only came out last year, and just from what I see, people have been wearing these a lot. They've become one of the most popular models from the brand. It's got that Y2K inspired look and is a bit on the chunkier side, and I think it looks pretty great in white. There was also an ALD white colorway that dropped, but in case those are out of your price range, well, there's plenty of great general release versions as well. For sizing on these fit me very big. There's a lot of room in the toe box area, so I would suggest going a half size down from your true size. And I don't personally say that about too many New Balance pairs. I actually fit true to size in most other New Balances, but in this one, I find them quite long, and I think most people can easily fit a half size down. Now, I haven't talked much about this next shoe, but I definitely felt like in a 2025 list, you had to include this shoe when discussing the best shoes of the year, and that is the Adidas Evo SL. Adidas dropped a hit earlier this year when they released the Evo SL. These are actually performance running shoes, but I've seen people wearing them casually because, I mean, just look at them. They are very great looking shoes. The 3 stripes on the side look sick. I have actually tried on this shoe at the Adidas store, so I can definitely tell you about sizing because I tried the shoe a half size down and in my true size, and definitely these shoes fit best at true to size. And one more thing about these, I wouldn't normally recommend a running shoe as an everyday shoe because running shoes to me, when you try it just regularly walking in them, they feel a bit unstable. But not when wearing the Adidas Evo SL. I felt perfectly balanced in them, which is why not only do I think they're good for running, you can rock them just casually as well. The next sneaker, well, this one has to be here by default. It's the Air Force 1. White on white Air Forces don't seem to ever go out of style, but I almost didn't put this shoe on the list because they have risen in price. Air Force 1s now retail for $115, and to be honest, for that price, I feel like the shoes are a bit overpriced. The quality of materials are really not great, so instead I would actually recommend 2 other alternatives. One is the Air Force 1 Fresh, which retails for $140. It features much better leather, and that's a shoe that I think you can really beat up, and the leather is just gonna look quite good over time. And also, if you want something a bit more hype, you could go for the Drake version, the Nocta Air Force 1s, but you will have to pay resale for them, making them the most expensive option, but the leather on those is absolutely butter as well. And also there's the Supreme Air Force 1 option, which honestly doesn't feature very good leather either, but at least it does have the Supreme logo. I doubt that you have never worn a pair of Air Force 1s before, but in case you haven't, definitely you need to go a half size down in these. These do fit very big, and that's even if you have very wide feet. I still suggest going a half size down. This is just one of the biggest fitting shoes from Nike. And for the last shoe on the list, I gotta give you one option from Puma, and that is the Puma Polarmo. I think these are an excellent option if you want something a bit different from your Adidas Sambas, but it still gives you that similar look. It's got those clean gum bottoms, and I like the bit of gold detailing on the shoes as well. They are certainly a bit more wide foot friendly as well than the Sambas, while also being cheaper. In fact, they're the cheapest shoe on this list. They retail for just $80, which I think is an absolute bargain for a nice everyday shoe nowadays. For sizing on these, for me they fit perfect at true to size. Just one thing to keep in mind with Puma sizing, the size conversions are not the same as they are with some other brands like Nike. For example, in Nikes, a size 11 would be a size 45 in Europe, but in Pumas, a size 11 is a 44.5. So keep that in mind, go with your true US size when getting these. And that is it. Those are my favorite top 10 white shoes you can buy in 2025. My personal favorite definitely is the Adidas BW Army because you can wear these with absolutely anything. But if you're looking for a more comfortable option, I would go with the Zoom Romero 5s. Do let me know in the comments, of course, what are your favorite white shoes, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'm dropping content just like this every single week, and give me a follow on Instagram. I'm dropping content on there pretty much daily. And thank you guys so much for stopping by. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.